Plushies can be somewhat difficult to work with, can't they? So, especially when you're sewing on different limbs, but you don't want the stitches to be very super obvious, because that's just annoying, right? You want it to look like a seamless stitch, right? So like this. How do you make this invisible? Well, I'll show you. So today, this is going to be... Let me thread my needle first. I'll be showing you how to make a strong stitch that will hold a head on a plushie. Yes, Zoe, I'm working with string. You don't need to be watching my every move. Alright, so I like to actually sew with double string. So once I thread the needle, see my needle is threaded. What I like to do is I have two strings, or I have both ends of the string right here, if it'll focus and actually show you. So I actually sew them together, or knot them together, so that I'll be sewing with two strings. So not only will the stitch be strong, or not only will the stitch be invisible, but it'll also be strong. So your plushie won't easily lose its head. And my tweezers, you can let go of the needle at any time. There we go. So, here we go. My needle is threaded as well as knotted. So when I start with going under the skin so that the knot from the thread is underneath. So, can't see the knot because it's underneath. And I do the same thing over here with the body. So here's the body, and I start on one side and just work my way across. Oops. And yes, I hand stitch all of my plushies. I don't like sitting at a sewing machine anymore, because it just kind of limits me. And I know some people like going front to back, but I like to go back to front just because it'll hide the stitch a little bit better. So I go from inside to outside when I stitch. And I just go kind of a zigzag format. I think it's called the ladder stitch, but I can't really remember all of these names. So, but as you can kind of see, if it'll focus. Come on. I know you're working on a phone, but still, you can focus. There we go. You can kind of see the little zigzag it's starting to form. So, that's pretty much how you do it, is you work into a zigzag format. So, I'm just going to keep going around the head. Oh, we're halfway there. Now I got the rest of it to do, because he's still flopping around in the back. Okay, so the head is all stitched on. However, I'm going to go around one more time, just because it'll add a more strength and more security to the head staying on. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you guys how to knot off this head. Alright, now it's time to come. The time has come for knotting. So move the arm down, thankfully. So the rest of this has been stitched around twice, so it's pretty strong. I like to hold the string down so that it has a little bit more of a arm, so it has a little bit more of a firm touch. So the way I knot things, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but stick the needle in, pull it back out, and you want to do this fairly close to where the head and shoulders have met, just so that it's fairly invisible. And then I wrap the string around the needle a few times, pull that tight, and then pull the needle through, and pull the knot as tight as you possibly can. And just like that, we have a knot. And then you trim the excess string and boom, you have an attached head. So this will be one of my other plushie tutorials here. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.